Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at my manga collection, which is over 600 volumes in length. But before we get into that, I kind of want to talk about the channel and what direction the channel is going to be going into. Now obviously this is only my second video coming out. The first one was kind of just a prequel to really test out the camera and what all things I was going to be doing. But I just wanted to get this out first. The weather right now in Ohio has not been good. Also, I've been busy with finals. I'm a full-time college student, or was. Now the finals are over, I have a lot more time to make videos. So I'm really excited to get content out there and start making golf videos and all these other type of videos out there outside. But the weather has not been permitting, so I figured I could do something inside. So that is why we're going to be doing the manga collection video. For today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be doing a little breakdown of all the books I have. Try not to make it too long. I know the video can be very long if I'm talking about each individual series for like super long and I'm giving my opinion about it. I've tried doing this before. This is actually the third time recording this video, all of which before have been 45 minutes long or whatever. So I'm really trying to condense this down so you guys aren't here all day. So basically, if you're looking for a opinion or a recommendation of a video, this is not that video. This is just my collection. I'm gonna be going through, showing off what I have in my entirety. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I figured we would start over here on the right. We're going to make our way top to bottom, right to left, so we're going to be ending over there. So this is my far rightmost bookshelf. We're going to be starting here at the top. We have Dot Hack 1 through 3. This is complete for this miniature series. My most recent purchase actually is Planet Test 1 and 2. This is a space manga. Can't wait to see what it does with the series with being out in outer space. Alright, next up, this one takes with the whole entire bookshelf. This is Lone Wolf and Club, the complete series 1 through 28. Most unfortunate that this did not fit on. It would have been super cool if I could have fit the whole thing on. But yes, this is the series in its entirety. Very expensive series. This is my magnum opus for my complete series in my collection. I love it to death. I can't wait to finish the whole entire thing. I haven't really been able to yet, haven't had the time. But yes, this is Lone Wolf and Cub 1 through 28, an absolutely beautiful series. Alright, next up, one shelf down, we have One Punch Man 1 through 18. I don't know if this is up to date 100%, but as you can tell, these are the newest emblems for Shonen Jump. One Punch Man, I mean, everybody knows One Punch Man. Great series, great comedy. Can't wait to continue it as they keep releasing new volumes. Next up, we have Akame ga Kill, and then a single volume of Akame ga Kill 0. Now, Akame ga Kill is one of the first animes I ever watched, so I figured I would pick up the manga. I'm pretty sure it is complete. I don't know how many volumes, or it is finished. This is not complete. This is only 1 through 5. I think it's 13 volumes or so, so I'm about halfway there. All right, next up we have Cross Game, which is a baseball manga. I only have the first 4 volumes here. Don't know how many volumes are in the series, but I love sports anime and manga, and I wanted to dive into this one. It's more of an older one, so yeah, I wanted to dive into that. Super excited to read about this series. Next up, here on the bottom shelf of the first bookshelf, we have Shaman King 1 through 15. Now, again, this is another series that is not complete. I don't know how many books are in the series. I know it has very high ratings and high praise from everybody that talks about it. So can't wait to finish this series and see where they take the story. Next up, a more rare series in my collection, we have Battle Royale 1 through 7. As you can tell, some of these books are more banged up than others with the different colors on the bindings, or the bindings here. These are more yellow, and this one has this emblem here. You'll start to notice I buy my books used. That's just how I am. I don't have all the money in the world to be buying brand new. So yes, some of them stick out a little more. But Battle Royale, the original Battle Royale before Fortnite, PUBG, all those, classics. This is the original from what I've heard. So, moving on, not Alita Battle Angel. This is Astra, Lost in Space, 1 through 5 complete. Great story about a manga, or a great story about kids getting lost in space, trying to get their way home. It has a great twist that I was not expecting. Highly recommend picking this one up, guys. Next up, you have Nichijou, or I probably absolutely butchered that. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at Japanese pronunciations, but this is a slapstick comedy. I have 1 through 7. This is not complete. I believe there's 10 or so volumes in the series. Also, highly recommend this if you're looking for a light comedy series. So anyways, that is the first bookshelf done. All right, on to the second bookshelf here. This is kind of where the overflow goes just for now, because I don't really have room, kind of running out of room, need to buy another bookshelf, unfortunately. But you're just gonna have to bear with me here at the top. So, starting from left to right, we have Berserk Deluxe Edition, Volume 1. Really loving the series, love the Deluxe Edition. It's just super expensive, so I can't collect, you know, all of it at once. Then we also have Zelda, or The Legend of Zelda Manga, just Volume 1 here. Uberblatt Volume 0, which is actually just Volume 1. Really love this series, can't wait to collect more of it. We also have Komi Can't Communicate Volume 1, same as Uberblatt, loving this series, can't wait to collect more of it. Love its main character and how she's kind of shy and has to make friends and stuff like that. It's just a really interesting spin on manga in general. Next we have Bleach Volume 1 through 22. Can't wait to collect more of this series. I believe there's 73 volumes in total, so I have a long way to go, but I do plan on collecting the whole entire thing. Next up we have Alita Battle Angel, the Deluxe Edition. Very nice edition, super tall. Really loved reading that one. Next, onto the second shelf down here, we have the Coffin Princess, volumes 1 through 5. This is complete. Really enjoyed the anime. I picked up the manga. It's definitely a lot shorter than the anime, but still highly recommend picking up the manga. Next, we have The Devil is a Part-Timer, volumes 1 through 4. This is not up to date. Kind of lost interest in this series, but I do plan on picking it up in the future. Next up, we have my favorite manga of all time, and that is Soul Eaters, volume 1 through 25. This is complete. I know just recently they started releasing the deluxe editions of these, the kind of 2-in-1s, a little more fancy, a little more expensive, but I think I'm just going to stick with these singles for now because I have the whole entire series, and whenever I want to reread it, I have it all right here. But yes, absolutely love this series, my favorite for right now. Next up, onto the shelf below that, we have Love, Hina, volumes 1 through 14. This is complete. Now, if you're wondering why I have this kind of harem romance in the middle of all these action and shonen, it's because I got the whole entire series for $15, so I couldn't pass up on a deal like that and decided to pick it all up. But honestly, I read the first couple volumes. It wasn't horrible, but it's not really what I'm into. Next, we have another series that I got, or another single volume that I got in a bundle. I don't think I'm ever going to read that, to be honest with you. But anyways, then we have Dead Man Wonderland Volumes 1. I really appreciated the first volume. Plan on collecting more of that in the future. Then we also have the complete series of Azuma manga, which again, I probably butchered that pronunciation on that one. But this is the complete series. It's the same as Nichigo, where it's more of a slapstick comedy, but this one follows the girls freshman through senior year of high school. All right, moving on to my staple in all manga collectors' collections. This is 20th Century Boys, volumes 1 through 15. This is not complete, only because as I was reading it, I got the volume 15. I wanted to collect, moving forward, but volume 16 is out of print and it's very expensive, so I kind of stopped. But I do plan on finishing the rest of the series because this is such a good series. All right, moving on to the bottom shelf here. This is where I store more of the bigger volumes. On the far left here, we have Monster volumes 1 and 2. There is 9 in the series, so I have 2 of 9. Absolutely love the series. Can't wait to collect more of it in the future. And to the right of that, we have Pluto's volume 1 through 8. This is complete. The same artist as Monster and 20th Century Boys, so the story is very story-driven. Love it so far. I haven't finished it yet, but can't wait to. Next, we have a staple in anime and manga and the whole entire series in general. This is Death Note, the Black Editions. This is 1 through 6, but these are 2-in-1, so this is 1 through 12, basically the complete series. And to the right of that, we have the one-shot, All You Need Is Kill. This is what the Tom Cruise movie, Live, Die, Repeat, is based off of. Great manga. I appreciated the manga actually better than the movie. So maybe watch the movie, read the manga, see which ones you think is better. And to the right of that, to finish off this bookshelf, we have Neon Genesis, the perfect editions, deluxe editions, whatever you want to call it, 1 through 5. This is complete. So that is the second bookshelf. On to the next. All right, and for this middle bookshelf, it's actually 2 bookshelves stacked on top of each other, so we're going to do this one first. First off, we have, I don't even know what that series over there on the left. Don't really care about it. Anyways, so there's 3 volumes of that. Then we have Black Cat Volumes 1. Great start to the series. I don't know if I plan on collecting more, but I did like the first volume. Then we have Rurouni Kenshin, volumes 1 through 28. That is complete. A great samurai series, a classic. I know the artist gets flack for what he's done in the past, but the story is still great. do not let that stop you from reading the story, because you still should. Now, whether you appreciate the artist, that's up to you, but still a great series. Recommend it. Now, down here we have Naruto 1 through 48. Really been loving Naruto. I know it's a staple in the anime and manga, community, and everybody knows Naruto. So I've been trying to crank it out here, but I've been stopped because I don't have all the manga just yet. There's 72 in its entirety, so I need to get one more box set and then I'll be able to finish it. But yeah, that's Naruto 1 through 48, and then there's a fiction story there for Naruto. And to the right of that, we have Fire Force volumes 1 through 7. This is not complete. Kind of lost interest in the series. That's why I kind of stopped collecting it. It's from the same creator as Soul Eater, so I had a lot of high expectations for it, but it just didn't really meet those expectations. So maybe I'll find a passion for it and pick it up later, but for now, I have stopped collecting Fire Force. And to the right of that, we have Fairy Tail 1 through 28. Fairy Tail is one of the original anime that I ever started watching, so it kind of has a special place in my heart. I know there's a ton of Fairy Tail, like 60 or so, 70 or so volumes to collect, so I have a long way to go, but I do plan on collecting it in its entirety. And down to the right of that, on the bottom shelf, or on the shelf below that, we have 7 Deadly Sins, volumes 1 through 17. Now, what I really do like about 7 Deadly Sins is how it has this continuous spine art here. So as you collect the books, the artwork continues along that. I know, not the craziest thing in the world, but sometimes something like that really just brings something else to the series. But 7 Deadly Sins in itself, besides just the cool spine art, is a really cool series. It kind of loses its momentum halfway through, but I know it just finished up, and I know the ending wasn't the greatest for anime, so we'll see whenever I start collecting again if the ending is worth all this buildup. Now, below that, on the bottom shelf down here, we have a kind of a mini box set. This is for A Silent Voice. This is 1 through 7. A beautiful story about a deaf girl and the guy who bullies him. If you haven't read or watched the movie of A Silent Voice, I highly recommend it, checking it out. It made me shed a tear, I'm not gonna lie. Now, was I bawling my eyes out? No, I was not bawling my eyes out, but a very compelling story, and highly recommend checking that one out. And to the right of that, we have Full Metal Alchemist in its entirety, 1 through 27 complete. I haven't finished this series yet, because for a long time I didn't have this end chunk here down at the bottom, but now that I have the series in its entirety, I do plan on finishing it out. Down here we have another series down here, a single volume. Yeah, it's about a guy that's basically a cat. But anyways, enough of all that. This is the middle bookshelf. We have 2 more left to go. Alrighty, so for this far left bookshelf, if you're wondering what's on top, these are all just my college books, and, well, I guess Halo isn't a college book, but yeah, it's just where I keep all my college books and stuff, kind of away from the manga, so it doesn't get intertwined and all that. But for the actual bookshelf itself, we start off with Assassination Classroom 1 through 21 complete. Now, Assassination Classroom is the first ever manga that I collected. That volume over there, volume 1, is the original. It's what started it all, so this series does hold a special place in my heart. But even without the nostalgia goggles, looking at the series, it's still a great series. Highly recommend watching it, reading it, whatever you prefer, but definitely get in touch with this series and check it out. To the right of that, I can't give the same praise to this series so far. This is Claymore 1 through 27. This is in its entirety. There's actually the box set right there. I don't know. Haven't really been liking this series so far. I'm not gonna lie. It suffers from, and I'm quoting someone else here, same face syndrome, which basically all the characters look the same. The artist really doesn't give any of his, I don't know, he just doesn't give character to any of the characters. I know, which is weird to say, but yeah, I don't know. I'm only a couple volumes in, maybe around here or so. So maybe the series picks up here towards the middle part in the later half, but for now, nothing too compelling about Claymore, and a little disappointed so far. And down a shelf here, we have D. Gray Man, volumes 1 through 13. Pretty sure this just recently came off hiatus, so I do plan on collecting the rest now, but for now I just have volumes 1 through 13. I like the series, and I plan on definitely collecting more. Now, to the right of that, we have Food Wars, volume 1 through 3, volumes 1 through 3, and we have Blue Exorcist, volumes 1 through 3. Both these series I've stopped collecting, each for their own reasons, but yeah, I usually give a series about the first 3 volumes to see if I like it or not, and these 2 series just did not work out for me. No offense to anybody that likes the series, but I just didn't like them that much. Now, down here on the bottom shelf, we have My Hero Academia, volumes 1 through 27. That is up to date for this video. They're still releasing new volumes. As you can tell, these have the new emblem on them compared to the old. My Hero Academia, a staple in the anime community right now. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows why it's so popular. So yeah, and then there's the spin-off series, My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which I didn't really hold the same connection, so I haven't collected all that much of it. And to the right of that, to finish off this bookshelf, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist 1 through 8. I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, so I planned on collecting the manga series. Haven't dove into it yet, but definitely plan on collecting the whole series in its entirety. Alright, and with that, we have 1 bookshelf to go. Alrighty, so for the far left bookshelf, we're already at the end. We've gone through all of this. We are on the far left. Starting at the top, these are my box sets that I have. We have Claymore, Naruto box set 2, and Bakuman. So, that was my box set. Not really a big box set guy. I usually buy in bulk, but if a box set is, affordable, I do plan on getting it. But speaking of Bakuman, that's the series we're going to be looking at. We have Bakuman 1 through 20 in its entirety. It's the series about the manga creators and how they create manga. So, really cool. If you're really big into the manga industry and like how they make the stuff, definitely go ahead and check this one out. Next, to the right of that, we have Magi, or Maggie, volumes 1 through 18. This is not complete. I do plan on collecting more of it for the simple fact that me and my sister both enjoy the series. Yeah, not much more to say about it. Magi, however you pronounce it, I still don't even know. But go ahead and check that one out. Next, to the right of that, we have the disappointing collection of One Piece, only volumes 1 through 5. And the only reason I have only volumes 1 through 5 is because I'm so scared of actually getting into the series and starting to collect all what is going to be here in a few months, volumes 1 through 100. I just don't really have the space right now for 100 One Piece volumes, maybe later on. So for now, until I have that space, I've stopped at 5. But yeah, One Piece, a staple in the anime and manga community. Who doesn't know about One Piece? To the right of that, we have a single volume of the quintessential quintuplets. I don't even know. I think that was another free one that got thrown in with the bundle. So yeah, that is what it is. To the right of that, we have D-Angel volumes 1 through 7. Kind of more of an old school series. Kind of an older art style, but I've liked it so far. It is what it is. To the right of that, we have my actual Dark Horse collection. This is where I keep all my Dark Horse. We have Hellsing volume 1. Hellsing, the reason I haven't started collecting these is because they came out with the deluxe editions just like they did with Berserk. So that's how I plan on collecting the rest of this series. Then we have Drifters volumes 1 there. I actually haven't gotten around to reading this yet. Also, we have the omnibus volumes for Trigun, and then we have all of Trigun right next to it. When I bought this omnibus came with the whole entire set, and then I realized that, oh wait, I bought it without getting volume 13. So I have right now Triguns 1 through 12, missing 13. I have 14. And then I realized that 13 is not in here because it's a $200 volume. It is so out of print, it's actually unbelievable. Apparently it's super rare. I didn't know I was getting myself into that, but maybe one day I'll collect volume 13. But for now, I basically consider Trigun complete. Alright, moving on to the very bottom and the ending of this manga collection. We have Ultraman's volumes 1 through 4. That is not complete. I believe there's 12 or so to complete that. And to the right of that, we have Golden Kami or Kamoi? I thought it was Kamoi. Volumes 1 there. Need to reread that because I feel like it's a good series. I just didn't give it a chance. And to the right of that, we also have another single volume that is Land of the Lustrous 1. Haven't read that yet. To the right of that, we have Tokyo Ghoul volumes 1 and 2. A series that I know is very popular. So I do plan on giving it a chance and reading it in its entirety because I know everybody praises it for how good it is. And to the right of that, we have Vinland Saga 1 through 11 that is complete for the time. I've heard rumors that the artist or the creator of this might plan on restarting it and continuing the story. Now, I haven't finished the story, so I don't know if it leaves off on a cliffhanger or anything like that. But man, I absolutely love this series for what it is, taking place in the Viking time period. It's just absolutely beautiful series. I'm only about halfway through. I can't wait to see how he finishes it out. So yes, that is all of the bookshelves, and that's my manga collection. Now down here to the bottom, I guess you could kind of consider this in the collection. This is all the extras I have, and also just library rentals, water damaged volumes I plan on selling. And then below that we have all my comic books. What we don't include that in the collection. So anyways, yes, that is my manga collection. It's over 600 volumes. It has taken me 6 years to collect, so it's not like I collected this whole thing overnight. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you like manga, try and build your own collection. Alrighty, so that is my manga collection, all 600 volumes or so of my collection. Thank you. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like more of this content, please click that subscribe button. I won't be doing manga content really all that often. It's more of a golf channel, but maybe sometimes I'll stop by, give an update about my manga collection, or opinions about a series that I finished up, or stuff that's going on in the community, stuff like that. But primarily it is going to be a golf channel, and we're going to be dealing more outside stuff. But if you want to see more of my content, please click that subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. It gets my name out there more, and it gives me more motivation to make more videos. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.